So if you open up ChartNote, you go to the recommendations, vaccines, injection section. And from here, we'll just go through the vaccine schedule that was created. Based on this patient, this is their date of birth. So this patient's 25 days old. They've had their first vaccine and it's administered, and everything else is upcoming. Based on their date of birth, the vaccine schedule that is set up in settings will tell you exactly when that patient needs to, receive that vaccine. So you can set up text reminders for a patient to come in. If you click on appointment reminders, and the patient has to have a mobile number entered into their patient details section. If they do, you can send them text reminders for if there's an upcoming vaccine for them. You check off the vaccines that you want them to receive notifications for, and you click add, and then they'll get text reminders to come into your clinic to receive those vaccines. If you want to add in a new vaccine, you can add it from this section. So for this specific patient, there's a new vaccine upcoming. So if you want to add a vaccine from this schedule, you'll click the settings icon next to the vaccine, and you'll click recommend. Then it'll kind of pop up with the vaccine, and if you're administering it, you'll click yes. From there, since I have the inventory component set up, it will show me all of the available quantities for that specific inventory item, and then it will also show every batch that you have uploaded for that vaccine item. So if you have multiple batches, they'll all be here, and you can check off the batch that you're adding to the patient. And then also you can check off that you gave the patient the VIS statement before you're giving them this vaccination. And then you can specify the site. Since this is a second Hep B vaccine you're giving the patient, the number and series will automatically populate the second vaccine in that schedule. Once all these are filled out, you'll click add. And then if you go back to the chart note, you'll see that vaccine is added to the chart note. And also note, because the diagnosis code was set up for that vaccine, DX code automatically populated, and also the procedure code also automatically populated for that specific vaccine. Once the chart note's all filled out, you'll click sign or save. So again, once the chart note's signed or saved, everything gets dumped to the billing generate bill section. We can see this is the patient that just came in for the vaccines. Click new invoice. So this will just, everything is going in here. So if you look at the diagnosis code, it's already added, and the procedure code is already added to procedures. And let's say that this is the example. Let's say that they're an insurance patient and you wanted to generate a claim for them. So make sure to check off insurance at the top. Everything else is populating, and you'll just have to collect the copay. So once the invoice has been approved, you'll go to the invoices section, click the settings wheel next to the invoice, and you'll click generate claim. The first section is just going to show patient information and insurance info, and these will auto-populate from the patient details section. The next section is diagnosis codes and procedure codes. So you'll see the DX code that was added for that vaccine and the procedure code that was added. Also, for insurance, it's important to include the NDC, all the NDC information. So this gets filled out in the vaccine settings, and it just automatically goes into box 24 of the CMS claim. It's kind of cool that it just automatically populates there, but you'll have to set that up in settings for this to go there. And then the third stage of generating a claim is just going through your service facility, your billing provider, and then if there was any referring provider, that this is all coming from referrings from patient details, and then this is just your kind of clinic details that automatically pool in here. So once this is done, you'll click finish, and you can either export as a PIF, or you can download this onto a CMS form to submit that claim. Also note, we're currently integrated with the California Immunization Registry, so you can set it up so each time you add a vaccine to a chart note, you can send that information to the California Immunization Registry. I think that the patient has to approve it before you send it, but it's something that's set up if that's something that you're interested in. Yeah, so if you go to inventory, if you want to auto-populate out your vaccines, what you'll do is you'll kind of add like a normal inventory item, click add inventory. For group, you'll check off vaccine, and then you'll enter in the vaccine name. Let's do so once you type in a key phrase, this whole list is populating from the settings vaccine section. So you'll be able to add in vaccine items from here. And this is a section where you'll set up the NDC details that need to be on the claim if you're generating claims for vaccines, but if not, then you don't have to worry about that. See where you type in the batch number, expiration, and quantity. And then once it's saved, it'll get added as a vaccine. And you can look at the different batches of that vaccine from the inventory section.